Hey everybody, Russ W. Oker, Go Hills TV, powered by JBS. Time for our post-match with Coach Jon Hussak. Warriors get their 10th Hy-Vee Warrior win of the season, go to 10-2 with a 4-0 win over Iowa Central. Coach, I'll give you an opportunity just right out of the chute. Overall, your thoughts on how your team played today?
I think we had a lot of the ball. Well, I know we had a lot of the ball. I think we just weren't clinical in that final third. That was a little bit of our problem early. I mean, it was 1-0 until midway through the second half. So they had a game plan. They did very well in terms of, blocking us and putting 10 behind the ball and forcing us to try to break them down in a really, really deep space. So, eventually we did. It wore on them. It was hard for them to absorb that amount of pressure over and over again. And eventually they just kind of caved in a couple spaces, and we were able to exploit it.
It looked like they were taking away the middle of the field, at least to me, and forcing the attacks from the outside.
Yeah, they were definitely finding little trap spaces in the middle. They were inviting us to play to try to steal and cause a turnover in the middle, and then they were counterattacking through one of their key players who's got a lot of their goals. We elected to go outside and around about, I'd say, halfway through the first half. We just kind of decided that that's not the space we want to play in. So it did start to look like they were taking away that middle, and we were going around it.
All right, hat trick for Arnica Louis today. Well, she's pretty special.
Yeah, she's fast, and that's a very, very good quality to have as a forward. She also has a really high work rate and is very involved and has a lot of energy. So, when you put speed and energy together, that's hard to deal with. And then she can find ways to either generate chances or score them herself. So Arnica's done well. I think that puts her to either 14 or 15 on the year.
15.
And that gets her up. I know she's been jostling with the top 3 in the nation for goals. So that gets her right back up there and in the running.
Ella Forsythe had a couple of assists and a goal today. She's just a really, really good player for you. Talk a little bit about her performance today.
Yeah, Ella is tough to handle just because of her size and her power, and she does have a good burst of speed as well, so she does cause a lot of troubles for defenders. She knows how to play with her back away from goal, with her back towards goal. She can go at you. She can connect passes, and she does a really good job at being unpredictable.
All right, Kelsey Weeks, our athletic director, called the match with me today. She gave a gold star to Sienna Havel. She was impressed with the way she played today. Talk a bit about that young lady.
Yeah, Sienna doesn't get a lot of recognition. She's in one of those. She's like the garbage man of the team, right? Just shows up, does her job, puts the trash away, and punches in, punches out, and we appreciate the work that players like Sienna do. If we don't have those players, then we can't play the way we do. So she does a good job at connecting the field. She does a good job at breaking play up, and she's always involved where she needs to be and works hard in recovery and finding balls in the air and things like that. So she's a really important piece of our midfield that connects our back line to our front line.
They got a few opportunities at you, and Annabelle, as she is so often, was up to the task. She certainly is pretty darn good back there as your final line of defense. Yeah,
Annabelle made a couple big saves for us that kept us ahead instead of the game being tied, and she does a really good job at finding the big moments. I mean, they had 5 shots and probably 2 or 3 of those on goal, and sometimes when you have a lot of the ball like we did, it's easy for a goalkeeper to kind of come out of the game a little bit, and she does a really good job at just kind of staying in it and making the big plays when we need her.
All right, Coach, you got Northeast coming in here. You got your final 4 matches of the year at home, including this one today. Now you got 3 more at home to finish out the regular season, Northeast, Nyack, and then Iowa Western in that final match on the 17th. What you look at these next 2 matches, obviously you don't want to look ahead towards Iowa Western when you have a couple more matches to try to get this team buttoned up where you want them to be heading into that one. What do you want to see in these next 2 matches from your squad as far as areas to improve on?
I think just getting comfortable on our field again. we were away for a little while. We spent a lot of time training on turf just in preparation for Iowa Western. So just getting comfortable here on our grass surface, and just getting back to how we were from Navarro to Iowa Western was just very, very clean, very tidy, very technical, and just getting that quality of our game back. And we'll start that again with Northeastern on Saturday, and that's our domestic violence awareness game. So we'll be in all purple for that game, and we're ready to go and just kind of try to make sure we're firing on all cylinders. I guess that's a cliche statement, but for Iowa Western, and that date is circled on everybody's calendar.
All right, Coach. Good Hy-Vee Warrior win today, 4-0 over a very good Iowa Central team, ranked number 15 in Division II. Warriors get the hat trick from Arnica Louis, giving her 15 goals on the season, a goal and 2 assists for Ella Forsythe, which puts her at 12 goals and 11 goals and 5 assists on the season for that young lady. We thank everybody for watching. For the entire Go Hills crew, appreciate Coach Hussak's time today. That's going to do it for us. This has been Go Hills TV, powered by JBS.